his meat seems to be, and by the way, by his meat, I'm not talking about his penis, even though this right here kind of looks like a phallus now, but that's besides the point. Hey everybody, welcome back, Falcon, NEO Scavenger, the extended NEO Scav mod. I think we're looking at episode number 8 today, and not only that, it's the first day recording NEO Scavenger and quite a bit of a delay in between the last recording and this one, so there's going to be quite a bit of a gap. Not in terms of releases, but in terms of me actually recording for the game, because I record in batches. We already know that though. But as of right now, I'm recording on the 23rd of December. Episode 1 and 2 have been released, and holy shit, man, people are so mad and salty in those. I don't understand why. I don't think I've ever been insulted as much as possible on YouTube since those episodes came out. Like, there's somebody actually literally calling me like an asshole, motherfucking idiot, retarded, like all sorts of bad words. I'm just like, are you kidding me? You guys need to relax a little bit. I understand backseat gaming, everybody does it. You should have done this, you should have done that, do this, do that. And, you know, it's fine. I don't mind backseat gaming, you know, as long as you keep it kind of respectable and not really insulting me, because that's just kind of like too far. It's not going to do anything. Insulting me isn't really going to do much. Especially because I record ahead of time, so even if you're in the episode like, you know, you should have done this, motherfucker, do that, it's like, you know, it's not going to be fixed at this point. However, I haven't even died in the game. I'm still recording, obviously, right now. The series hasn't ended, the run hasn't ended. You know, things will work themselves out, but people, I'm not sure if you guys expect like a instant payoff, instant gratification. All I can tell you is just enjoy the ride, relax a little bit. I will talk about random bullshit that might either offend you, entertain you, whatever, it's fine. But just enjoy the ride. Don't get so riled up, it's all good, man, it'll all work out. Falcon does not lie. I mean, I do lie a lot, but it'll work out. Why? Because I'm actually recording still and we're fine. So, that said and done, we have a few things to worry about right now. We are malnourished and we're burdened. Last episode, if I'm right, if I look at my inventory over here, or at least what's at my ground, there's this motherfucker right here. This guy crippled my hand. I found out what was going on with the crippled issue. My hand isn't really broken. I went into the health menu here. I didn't see a break. It's supposed to show you like a little bit of a break status in your bone, which I don't see. I've never been crippled before. That's the reason why there was a little bit of a confusion on my end last episode when I made the splint. So this splint is here for nothing. I don't need to put this in my hand. The hand, it's not really crippled. It just got so fucked up in the fight that I can't use it. It'll heal itself though. I already took some medication if I'm right. Use painkillers? Yes. So I already cleaned it up. I bandaged it up. At this point, we just gotta let time take its toll. However, I'm tired of fucking hunting squirrels. We are gonna eat this motherfucker. Now, if you're, you know, wondering, Falcon, you know what happens when you eat a human. You get the Wendigo thing, yada yada yada. You do, however, it doesn't happen if you don't eat the big chunks of meat. So here's what I propose we do. We're going to go into crafting number 1. We do have a little bit of flame here. Perfect. I'm going to toss this motherfucker in here, number 1, because fuck him. Toss trapping in there? No reason why. I can't really use his leather or his skin. It'd be pretty amazing if you could make like a leatherface type of mask in the game, but you can't to my knowledge. So, toss this in there, toss that. Let me use this fucking meat cleaver as well. And I'm going to butcher this motherfucker down for all the shit that he caused last time. So, he's butchered down, we got the meat. Now, let's clear this thing over here. Toss the flame in there. Toss this bad boy, this. All of you guys go in there right now. So here's the thing. If you eat these guys, it's not going to trigger the Wendigo Scode to my knowledge. At least it hasn't worked that way in the past. If you eat the big piece of meat, then you're kind of fucked. But if you eat these guys, it'll probably trigger the warning, but it's not actually going to trigger the entire effect, at least unless they've changed that to my knowledge. They haven't, but if they have, then I'm fucked. But we're going to roll with it because I'm pretty sure that it's not going to cost anything too grave in the long run. So, cook this meat, clear. Cook meat, clear. Cook meat, clear. We still have a few more moves left. Perfect. Let's get as many of these done as possible right now. We'll have 2 left over. Now, with no more moves left, let's actually start chowing down here a little bit. So, 2 is my use key, right? Yep. Alright, this is what I'm talking about. So this will be the trigger. If you start eating human meat, the big pieces like this one, it will progress the story down the line, but if you just stick to the small meats, to my knowledge, it doesn't affect. So let's read this out really quickly here. This meat, it's like good, fully developed veal. Not young, but not yet beef. Yes, very definitely like that. And not like any other meat you've tasted. In fact, so much that you'd think no person with a palate of ordinary, normal sensitiveness could distinguish it from veal. It is mild, good meat, with no other sharply defined or highly characteristic taste, such as, for instance, goat, high game, and pork hab. The steak is slightly tougher than prime veal, a little stringy, but not too tough, or stringy to be agreeably edible. The roast is tender and in color, texture, smell, as well as taste strengthens your certainty that of all the meats you habitually know, veal is the one meat which this meat is accurately comparable to. So there you go. If you're ever wondering what it would be like to be a cannibal, it'd be like eating veal. If you're not sure what veal is, it's baby cow? Or no, it's baby lamb, right? It's a baby cow or lamb, I forget which one. I'm pretty sure it's lamb, but I could be wrong. And what they do is actually, you know, pretty fucked up. They basically chain the small cow or veal, or the small cow or the lamb, I'm pretty sure it's a lamb. They chain them up and they basically make it so that animal, you know, as it's small, it never walks, it never grazes, anything like that. It's basically confined to a small little area because that makes it so that their muscles don't really develop. That makes the meat really tender. It's, you know, it's fucked up, but, you know, at the same time, we do eat cows and burgers, at least some of us do. And we don't complain about the way those cows are killed. So people will complain about how lambs or baby cows are killed. I don't have, you know, I'm not saying either point of view is wrong, but, you know, I'm just trying to explain it. So, you know, don't shoot the messenger. Alrighty, so we're going to confirm this really quickly. We ate that. You go back in here. And by the way, if you guys have you guys had veal? If you had, let me know. I've never had veal myself personally. Not that I'm planning to do, but I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. Has anybody had veal? Let me know in the comments. I mean, you know, please, everybody be nice, be kind. Just conversation that we're striking up here. So let's just eat this, and as you can see, it's obviously doing wonders for our thirst, and our malnourishment is what I want to get rid of completely here. So we're going to continue eating this over here. Now it's put us up to the hungry status. So what I'm considering doing is actually salting these bad boys right here and taking them with us. But at the same time, we might as well just kind of fill up the whole bar and not worry about hunger too much right now, right? So we'll see how we go about it for now. That's done with. We have no more turns. We are actually back to 4 moves, which I'm actually kind of happy about. So now let me just end my turn here. Hopefully nobody comes scurrying about and attacking us. Good. Let's go back into the crafting menu, which I believe is... Nope, not C. What is crafting again? X. Okay. So we go back in here. We have no fire, though, so we do need to make a little bit of a friction light. There we go. Yeah, we use this shit string. 5.4, I don't want it. Don't care about it, don't want it. Get that out of here. Alrighty, so now that we've done that, let's get this shit out of here, put fire in there, and we will go into... Where are you? Pieces of meat. Don't you damn hide from me. I like, by the way, did you notice how I'm using the monkey wrench to heat this up? It doesn't really affect this too much. You see how this is 85.1? After you use it, 85.0, so it's like 0.1 of a usage. And we're not really using the wrench to fight anyway, so might as well use it for something. Confirm and clear, confirm and clear. Alrighty. So we'll go back one more time in here. And chow down, and chow down. Chow there. Chow there, it's not chowder. It's chow there. And we're going to empty this out right here. And this guy also had some meat too. His meat seems to be, and by the way, by his meat, I'm not talking about his penis, even though this right here kind of looks like a phallus now, but that's besides the point. We'll eat this as well. Boom. Alrighty, these yellow berries, I'm not going to get involved with those, obviously. We all know what that's all about. I will take the ashes with us, though, just in case. I see how we're kind of automatically putting stuff into our, you know, backpack. I don't really like that too much, so can we not make that a thing here? I don't like the auto thing. Is it shift to or control? I forgot already. It's been a while, I already told you. I don't like the auto bullshit here. Destroy, here we go. Use, take, drop, split, stack, shift, and... Man... Went and fucked that up. Right, whatever. I forgot what the key is to make it so you have to double click it instead. Whatever. We'll just be more cautious with our thing right now. I just want to play the game. I just don't want to deal with shortcuts right now. So this is all done with. Now his shoes I think were better now. His left foot 53.6 and left 76.8. So you come off, my friend. You come on. And then 82.1, 95.9. So yeah, we'll definitely take his shoes. And he's butchered down. This is him. That's the leftovers of that man. He also has some string. I don't really care about that. Fire. I guess you could just hang out here. And you can see right now our hand is no longer crippled. So again, it was just, you know, we waited one turn and it was kind of healed up in there. So we were able to kind of manage it pretty nicely here. Alrighty, and we're done, right? We could go? I think we could definitely go. Oh, let me take the cell phone too. Because we are actually going to a location right now that's going to require this cell phone. Probably not really require it, but we're going to use it to enter this location, which I was looking at the map of NEO Scavenger to kind of get an idea of where we're going to be going today. And I have a few locations that I kind of want to check out now. So that's going to be kind of my main objective here. That's not my main objective, not coming to the main menu. That's wrong. Get out of here. Alrighty. So before we move, my travel is still there, my sack is still here, that's still here, everything's fine, right? It's been a while, I'm a little bit rusty, so I don't necessarily want to leave anything behind. And we have coffee in here. Okay, so let's go. Now, from our location here, the facility's right here. That's where we want to go first, because I'm going to actually fix the vent in the facility to heat it up. And I'm going to fix that just because if we ever need to kind of make a home base in the north, we could go back to the facility and hang out there. So if we move it to the left over here, facility's right there. That's exactly where we're heading right now. We have 3.50 moves. I love it. We could also use some water, by the way. We could go here and get some water first. That probably won't be the worst idea, honestly. Let's actually do that really quickly. Let me go in here and use you, huh? So let's use quite a bit of you here. And excellent. Let's go ahead and stock you up here, my man. All of you guys, I will obviously disinfect you back in the other area. We're all good here? Filled up completely. Anything in our backpack that we could fill up with? Not particularly? Alright. So that's done with. Let's jump back over here. End our turn. Excuse me, who are you? You don't want to fuck with me, man. I just ate a human being and I will eat you too. Alright, I'm just throwing it out there right now. So there's no fire here anymore. I can make another fire. You know what? I'm going to disinfect this water away from here. I'm a little bit cautious about these people here. I don't want to fuck with them. Let's just go to the facility. Let's not, push our luck anymore. Yeah, you go over there, dude. This guy over, as you can see, he put on the gown, too. Motherfucker. Who says you could have my gown, bro, just because I left it behind doesn't mean it's yours? Apparently it is, though, In NEO Scavenger, the rule is finders keepers. My painkiller is wearing off, by the way. Now I'm thirsty. That's alright. We have water. We just need a purified. So I'm thirsty. I'm still hungry, but at least we're a lot better than we were before. Let me come over here really quickly, just because ooh, berries, yes. The blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice, right? That's what Smokey said in Friday. Can't be wrong, can he? So, bam, bam. Might as well eat all of them right now, right? Yeah, fuck it. Hey, look, sated hunger. We haven't seen none in a while. There's also some water here, but that's also infected, so fuck it. Alrighty. Done here, and turn. Facility is pretty much right here in front of us now. So 1, 2, facility, I'm back home. Lucy, I am home. This is the HVAC thing to clear it up. Good. I will do that. Let's come in here really quickly, though. Hey, you. I want to use you. Alrighty. We've already checked this out, but let me just confirm it one more time. Because I do believe we need this to go to the location we're going to, which is Zoms. Alrighty. So, I'm not going to leave it. Let's go inside. Alrighty. Inside, let me check this out. Yada, yada, yada. We already read this before, I'm pretty sure. So, pay no heed to that. Confirm that. Examine the panel. Good. Clear it out. Excellent. So now let's return back outside. Outside, I said. And once we're outside, we could essentially go into the crafting menu here. Let's fix the electrical panels, what I'm trying to say here. Toss that in there, and let's see, HVAC. Where is the HVAC recipe? Bam, 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 HVAC. Heated. So that's going to require the multi-tool pocket, mechanic. It's going to require a tarp, and small parts, 4 of them as a matter of fact. How many do I actually have of small parts? I still have like 1 left over, apparently. So we're going to obviously need a few more if we want to build some stuff in the future. But for now, I think this is kind of good. So we're going to clear that out. Boom. Now, if we go into our camp menu, check it out. Currently used campsite, cryo facility. Look at the shelter, dog. Look at this shit. It's on. Keeping us warm and toasty. I love it. Now, we're not necessarily going to sleep here because, how are we doing? We're still kind of well rested, so we'll be fine. We could probably use it on the way back, because we're going to probably check more areas that are going to require us to pass through here, so we'll be fine with that. Alrighty, so let's make sure we're not leaving anything of importance behind. We are not. Let's continue going upwards, because we're going to go to Zoms now. So, boom. We could scavenge over here, too. Nothing underground. Looking like a fool with your pants underground. And let's see here. I don't really want to deal with this open field, because I don't have the botany skills, so it's kind of pointless right now. Let's go up a bit more. And turn. Even though I haven't played this game in a while, like, it just feels like almost second nature now, which is, odd. It's odd compared to people get so pissed off at me about this game. Water over here, not really interested in that. We only have 1 move because it is, dark as shit, right? So here is what I'm proposing we could do. We could turn on a flare, but then I can't carry these bad boys anymore. And that's not something I'm too crazy about doing. So instead, we're just going to move upwards. I could essentially make a little bit... What's this over here? Just a regular town? I could essentially make a little bit of a fire here. Just to keep us warm. I mean, Falcon, why would you want to do that when you have a warm place over here? You know what? You're probably right. We should maybe just go back and sleep at the facility. Until it's daytime a little bit. You know what? That's probably a good idea. That's probably the best idea. So let's just go back over here. Cryo facility. How far did this motherfucking thing go? There you go. Facility. Heaters here. Let's actually just camp out here for the night. So we have all this shelter alertness. The only thing we need now is to put the sack down. And by the sack, I'm not talking about my genitals. I'm just talking about putting the sack down so we can use our alarms. Our alertness is up. Shelter sleep is all high. Let's actually take a little bit of a nap here. You know, if we could get it completely up to well rested, I wouldn't be opposed to that. Apparently I woke up, though. Not too crazy about that. Can we try sleeping again, my friend? Please? We don't have insomnia this time around, so don't fuck with me. Okay. Apologies for my throat, too. It's getting kind of cold now, so when it's cold... I live in SoCal, so, you know, it's warm all the fucking time. But when it is cold, I enjoy it because I love cold weather. So every time I go to sleep, I sleep with the window open, even though it's, you know, particularly kind of cold. Just because I love feeling cold and just wrapping myself up in blankets because, you know, I'd rather be cold than, you know, sweating my ass off in the heat, right? So I usually crack the window open, I wrap myself up. Mind you, I am warm, but the next morning you wake up and your throat's just kind of like, oh, good dog. And it takes me like a while before my voice kind of, you know, mitigates itself back to usual voice, so that's the reason why I'm clearing my throat here a little bit. You know, it's my fault, it's nobody's fault but my own, but god damn it, don't I enjoy it. Okay, so we have all of our moves left. Oh, we should probably, let's go to the forest, because over here we have wood to not only curve my erection, but particularly to actually make a fire, purify the water, drink, and get our parch meter back up here. So let's go into, what are we looking for? Medium campfire lid. Don't use the baseball bat, dog. That's a terrible idea. How about we just use this over here really quickly? Boom, boom, there you go. Let's come back over here. Don't use the baseball bat. That sounds like a really terrible idea. Lid. That's what I want to see. Confirm and clear it out. We still have a few moves left, so I should have the recipe for this over here, so nope, not clean rags. Although they are useful as well. We're looking for sterilized water boiled. Confirm, clear. Do this again. Confirm, clear. Not enough moves, that's alright. Okay, so over here we use this up. Drink all this up. Just about full now. I'm sorry, apparently I'm going through puberty. It's not even my throat just kind of getting adjusted to warm weather again. It's just me in puberty. Alrighty, we still have a bit more water left over that I should probably purify before we leave, so I will do that. Let's end my turn one more time. And nobody around here? No. Let's go into crafting again. And boiled. Confirm and clear. This is all... Oh, we got sterilized in there now, so we'll do that one. And that's about it. That's all the water we do have now. So, yeah, go into the bottles and we're fine. We're good to go, right? I would say so. Now then, we need to go upwards. That's where Zoms is at. We're not leaving anything of importance behind, right? Just double check that all the time. You know me, I always forget shit. Can make myself a better spear while I'm at it. You know what? That's probably not the worst idea I've had. Because ours is about to break down anyway, because we've been fighting with it anyway. So how about known recipes? We'll go into broad spear. This will be 9.2 condition. I don't like it at all, sir. That is because we're using the scrap foil to make this happen. So you are of 9.2 variety. Now, don't I have like a million of these? I'm pretty sure I should probably have... Nope. 61.3, yeah, that's better than we have, I guess. I mean, I would prefer to just use like something with a higher value here, if that's at all possible. How do I it's shift, right? 68.6, yeah, sure, whatever, 68.6 sounds fine. Glass shard, now it's using the glass shard, excuse me? I thought it was using the scrap foil before for, the quality. Okay, whatever, I'm not even gonna deal with that. 61 it is. You served as well, but it's about time for you to leave. You come over here, and by the way, I'm going to destroy this before we leave, because otherwise, somebody could pick it up and use it against me, and I'm not too fond of that idea. Alrighty. Let's go upwards. We are going up to Zoms. If you haven't seen Zoms before, then you know it's a funky place, let me tell you that much. I would prefer if my spear is in staff mode, if you don't mind, game. And my turn right here. Okay. So let's, well, we have to go through the forest either way, it seems, right? Oh, okay. As you pick your way through overgrown ruins, a peculiar sound becomes briefly audible. It disappears, but picks up again in a moment as if carried by air currents. It's a distant humming like small gas engines out of place in the stillness of empty forests and abandoned buildings. Alrighty. That is letting us know that we are actually kind of close to Zoms here. Let me check. Anything in my feet area? Not really. A few pebbles here and there, but I'm not really doing a sling, so it's kind of pointless to me. Although I do have a collection of pebbles here. Pebbles Flintstone. You might know her. She's from the Flintstones family. Did the Flintstones name tip it off? Yeah, probably. Probably. Alright, we have 2 moves left. We are again hungry, but that's fine. We should be getting some food over here at, Zoms if we pick the proper choices that we need to do. I don't think... Have I had success in Zoms before? I don't think I have, but I guess today's going to be the day that we kind of test it out. Turns are over. Alrighty, let's jump over here. There is nothing in my feet that I really want to value, so let's just scavenge about. There's a few areas, probably not much of value here because it is kind of near a area there's, you know, actually humans, so I'm pretty sure everything's been already looted, but you might as well give it a try. Oh, a scrap knife. Interesting. You know, it looks interesting, but I'd rather just stick to my wrench if I wanted to go, you know, close-range combat. I prefer the broad spear just because there's a little bit of extra range here. And cardboard box, you know, it has its value, but just not for us right now because we're kind of packed up over here anyway. And let's see, blue jeans, yeah. I guess I might as well take the water, though. We could purify that later. Black cargo pants, you know what? I think it's about time for a little bit of change of pace, right? Yeah, look at this motherfucker. Empty this out. Put this over here. There you go. Exactly where everything was. That was really easy. Alrighty. So black pants now. We're cool people. And handful of flour. Yeah, sure. I guess you could go and hang out right there for now. String. String's always useful. Assuming the condition is proper for it. I really don't want to scavenge through that right now, so never mind. Alrighty. There's a few more areas to scavenge here, though, so before we go to Zoms, let's, might as well take advantage of it here, because we are finding a bit of loot. Nothing useful here. End our turn. Hopefully nobody comes out and tries to fight me just because I'm over here scavenging. That is the other thing we have to worry about. Abandoned home. Boom. Boom. Using the mechanic skill is probably giving us a lesser haul than we'd like, but I'd rather be safe than sorry right now. Let's just try it without that and see what happens. We got another baseball bat. 53.6, ours is definitely better, and that's about it. We have a glass yard over here. Might as well stack it up. And that is about it. 72, 89. Go away, come home. There you go. One more move left, let's go into Zoms. Okay, so, as the source of the distant sounds finally comes into view, you stop in your tracks, unsure whether it's safe to continue. Ahead, you see a titanic warehouse like one of those distribution centers from before the apocalypse. There is a dull roar of ethanol generators combined with the occasional rev of unsuppressed exhaust from off-road vehicles. Figures seem to be milling around, a low extension on the right, and the occasional ATV arrives or departs without fanfare. You don't think you've been spotted yet, this far out, though with all the activity it's hard to tell. So we could either approach the warehouse, we could get out of here, or we could reconnaissance the area. We'll do a little bit of recon here really quickly. Peering into the distance, you see a bright sign reading Zoms, a place to eat, hanging over a giant garage door. It's fenced off behind tarp and barbed wire. Bright lights and welding arcs and peculiar shadows can be seen in the fenced area, and more lights from within the warehouse. A semi-trailer attached to one of the loading bays acts as a makeshift gate and pedway into the warehouse. Ragged-looking figures line up alongside the trailer, watched over by armed mercenaries. It looks more like a club than anything else except for that tarp area. Then you see it, a truck on the other side, offloading prisoners or slaves of some sort. This doesn't bode well, but then again, people come and go freely everywhere else and are entering voluntarily through the pedway. So, you know, kind of a sketchy area. What are we going to do? Well, I'll tell you what. We're going to find out next episode what we do. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, I encourage you to leave a thumbs up, leave a like. The support does mean a lot. Are we going to die at Zoms? Are we not? Who knows? Tune in next time and find out. I will catch you then.